Martell has been honest about his interaction with Trish. He said it from the very start. I know her. She's been to my house a couple of times,
No.
and it turned out to where it was true.
No, that's not true. Currently now, Ken has deleted all his pictures of Trisha on his personal Instagram.
Hey, it's a brotherhood! Woohoo!
Hey everyone, it's your bro, Mitch Kimbrough. I'm here at the Bros of Bro Chat. Now, let's talk about Trish and Martell. Now, there is a big conversation about whether Trish and Martell hooked up. And at the reunion, Martell made a joke that they actually did.
I'll be real. We slept together.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say.
I'm sorry. No. Do you find that funny, Ken?
That's not funny.
Damien, do you think that Martell crossed the line, joking that he hooked up with Trish?
Yes, but two things can be true at once for me here. Okay, and look, I'm gonna be in a minority here. That's okay. In the words of Vicky Gunvalson, nail me to the cross like they did Jesus. Because here's the thing, I thought it was funny. I laughed when he said it. All right, I'm sorry, I laughed, but people have different sense of humors, and I know Martell's sense of humor, and to me, it was kind of funny in the moment. But when you put yourself in other people's shoes, as I did, Ken. Of course, you'd be mad if someone said that. I mean, Eric, you're married. Would you be pissed if someone said that, like jokingly about your husband?
I think it's all about time and place. There's already so much allegations against Martell and Melody doing stuff like this or being involved with things like this. It's like, why are you adding fuel to the fire? It doesn't make sense to me. I think it was a flippant comment. I don't think it was as serious as it was that it came off and the way that Ken and Trish took it because of everything else that it comes with. It's all about time and place and what is said and how it's said for me. That's what I think affects, like you were saying about my husband. A flippant joke wouldn't piss me off, but if I'm mad at you and there's already blood boiling there, you know you're going to say that and you know that's going to make me mad.
Victor, do you think that Martell crossed a line with this joke?
Do I think he crossed the line? I mean, I don't think Martell should go into comedy. I think he is the least funny person that I know in my life. I think he is a fool. I think he's a complete fool, actually. And I think that he absolutely crossed the line. I think he crosses the line all the time. In fact, I think he lives beyond the line. He's moved in and he's a permanent resident living across the line. I think that he is someone who has shared revenge porn with the other castmates, he is someone that is, in my view, misogynistic, and I think what he said was a misogynistic comment. I could have her if I wanted to. Do I think that they did something and there was some truth behind what he said? Yeah, I do. I think it makes no sense that he said 25 years ago she came over twice, and then she said 4 years ago I planned to go over, but then I never did, but then I lied, and I really did, and it all doesn't make sense. The timelines don't match. She's already admitted to lying. We heard other things from Marques in our interview with him. We've heard that they did communicate, so the timelines don't match, nothing matched. Here's my thing. If you're going to go and lie on TV and try and protect whatever, meet up, discuss it, figure it out.
She's not a good liar.
With your two brain cells, can't figure out collectively between the two of you how you can make that storyline make sense. I think there's a bunch of BS ridiculousness and that's 5 minutes of my life I can't get back. So,
but can I also say this too? Because I didn't address this part that Vic addressed.
Okay.
No, nothing bad or nothing. It's I do believe that they did sleep together, though. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
you do?
Yeah, I mean, Martell or Melody said he'll sleep with anything with two legs.
Right.
You know, she knows him the best. She said he'll sleep with anything with two legs. And their story, like, it just doesn't add up the way that all this has played out this season. Trisha is not a good liar. And baby girl, if you really thought you were going to step into the reality TV game and play it better than it plays itself, you're wrong. And now look at you.
Yeah.
Also, like,
'Cause I
who
know,
cares?
because I know that
Right,
Damien
just own
said
it.
that he laughed. I didn't laugh. My heart dropped. Like I was like,
Yeah.
what? That was the bombshell of the reunion. The fact that we're gone all through this time and Martell is coming clean about what they really did. I was
But he said
shocked.
he was just
But then he
playing.
said he was joking.
Yeah, he
But
So
was
then I
her
went
joking.
face,
back into like,
but her
oh,
face,
okay.
Mitch, her face dropped when he said that. I looked at her face and she was guilty.
But that's
She was guilty.
She
that's
was
why
gagged.
Martell can
She
be
was gagged.
entertaining.
That gagged her. That
And
gagged her.
just to add on, currently now at the moment, Ken has deleted all his pictures of Trisha on his personal Instagram. He's wiped it, and he put on his second to latest post on Instagram, "It's you versus you." So it seems like there has been something that has happened since this reunion, which would make me believe that as Trisha is someone who is lying, that that issue spiraled into something else, and it could have easily be confirmed, and there could have been other cases like Martell that was found out about as well.
I think
Listen,
you
I
hit it
think
right on the
that-
nose. I think you hit it on
I
the
think
nose.
that listen, I think that Trish is I think Trish is a nervous communicator. And when she's nervous,
Because she's
I
lying,
think
so that's why she's nervous, because she's
I
lying.
think I don't think she's lying. I actually don't think that Trish and Martell did anything, but I think she's a nervous communicator. Cause listen,
No, she lied, but she already admitted to lying about the
Yeah, she-
timeline. Why would she lie about that?
Girl,
But
and why
listen-
would you go to his house to just hang out?
Oh, because grown adults just go to each other's house to hang out, just two people.
Girl, come on, Trish. You know you tooted that thing up over that bar
Yeah, Trish.
in Montesano Mountain. Right, I know the house that they was in. You had that thing tooted up, allegedly. Allegedly, we don't know that, but we just gonna say that to protect us. So let's just keep it a bug. It's okay.
Keep it a
I
buck.
honestly
That's what I'm
listen.
saying.
I know you guys are saying that because it's true. Trish has had changing stories throughout this whole
Yeah.
thing from the very start when she was first.
What do we call that,
asked.
Mitch? What do we call
When
that?
she was well, let me finish
Lies.
what I'm saying. The first time she was asked about it, she told Stormy that it did not happen. Then later on, she came clean. But the one person who has been consistent, the one person who has told the same story is Martell. His story has never changed. And I think people
Exactly.
need to really acknowledge that. Because I know that people give Martell a hard time. Martell has been honest about his interaction with Trish. He said it from the very start. I know her. She's been to my house a couple of times.
No.
And it turned out to where it was true.
No, that's not true. He acted like he didn't recognize her.
No,
Yeah, he did do that.
And the timeline also didn't match from what Trish is saying. It was around 4 years ago, and Marques in that interview told us that it was not 25 years ago as well.
She came to the house a couple times.
He came to your house?
A while back. This was
Wait.
probably like 25 years ago.
He did invite me. No, I did not make it to his house. This was when? About 4 years ago.
A criminal court can find you guilty based off evidence, guilty enough to pursue the case, and then enough to accept the guilty plea. And you're going to sit there and say it had nothing to do with the porn picture I did, I'm innocent. I think knowing that there's a criminal case that finds you guilty, and the court system finds you guilty, and you're still going to say I'm innocent, I do think he is a liar, and I don't think he tells the truth.
well, Victor, there's no footage on the show that shows Martell having a different story about his interaction with Trish.
But we do-
He's
we
never
do-
changed it. He's always been very clear that Trish has been to the house a couple of times. He's never been on footage saying they didn't meet, they did meet.
Girl,
He
they
never had
couldn't get a
stories like
hotel.
Trish.
They
And
gotta do it in the
and
house.
listen,
Y'all couldn't
and do
get a
you hear yourself,
hotel.
Mitch? You know what that sounds like? A hookup. Somebody that's come to your house just a few times. It's exactly what that was to me. I know.
Are they playing Scrabble? Like, no.
Right.
They're not playing Scrabble, mama. That's not
Listen,
happening in
because
that bedroom.
listen, I've lied
They playing
in my
Twister.
life.
We know, yeah.
I've lied before. I've lied before in my life. And I think one of the arts is you have to practice, you have to make sure that you are giving deliberate eye contact and you are being very clear with the person that you're
Listen.
speaking to.
Go off, Mitch.
No, it's really
As a
important.
professional
And I think
liar.
that Trish is a nervous communicator. I feel like she was very nervous about saying that she had been to Martell's house because she knew what that would sound like.
Hold
So
on,
there
Mitch.
is a
Vic is.
possibility that nothing
Hold on,
happened.
Mitch. Vic is frozen. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I
No,
was
you're
trying
good.
Oh,
Hello? Can you hear
welcome
me?
back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was living out my Beyonce fantasies over here.
Can I respond to what you're saying, Mitch? Hello?
Now he's frozen.
Oh, now he's frozen.
Who's next,
It's like
Eric?
the
You or
plague.
me? Let's all do it when he comes back.
I'm just
Let's all do
kidding.
it. That was really good.
She just told us you gotta practice. She
Look,
I'm
just
about to say,
told
let's
us.
all freeze, and when Mitch comes back, let's freeze.
Can I respond?
I'm gagged.
Can I respond to what you were saying, Mitch?
Yeah.
So first of all,
Not
we
first.
gonna tell me?
Listen,
What do you
Broadcast
have
viewers,
for me?
that's how you know I'm about to get red when it starts with first of all. But okay, Victor, finish.
no, I was going to compliment you. I was going to say, first of all, we need to get Mitch on Traitor Season 4.
Oh,
That's what Mama,
So,
we were living for that
that's
speech.
I probably trusting an abuser who constantly we've seen gaslight Melody through these seasons. I would probably trust Martell as I trust Martell as far as I can throw him. And look at me and look at him. And that's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, allegedly.
She's not even picking it up.
Not allegedly.
But-
What's alleged? What's alleged?
What's alleged?
I don't know. I am not going to say that. I'm not going to accuse anyone of physical abuse. I haven't heard it. I don't know it. So I'm going to say alleged on bro chat
I
about
never
any
said
type of
did I say
physical abuse directed.
Did I say physical abuse? I said abuser. And you can see when, like, if you go back to the scene where Melody threw the bottle at Martell, he was screaming at her, saying, "You're not the woman who I want you to be." He is someone who's done revenge porn against her. He is someone who the criminal court system has found guilty of harassing her, harassing communications. So I think, given the evidence, looking back at the show, it's pretty definitive to say that he is someone, you maybe not physically abusive, but he is definitely emotionally abusive. And sometimes emotional abuse is the worst type of abuse that you can get.
Mental, yeah.
But to Trish and Martell, I think that when we're talking about Ken's reaction, gosh, being on the receiving end of it, because Victor mentioned earlier about how photos are scrapped, deleted, removed from the social media. And Trish and Ken have been going back and forth, specifically about Martell.
You're my woman. The only thing that I can to go by is what you say. Anytime you lie about something, you have to be open to people
Well, okay,
having
so
questions
you lied
about
about
it. You
the
lied
time
about
because-
these things. Especially with the Martell situation. Bruh, that was before me. There was no reason to lie about that. So it was no reason to lie
Why are
about
you so
it.
invested in it?
Bruh, I'm done with this conversation. I'm not doing it.
I don't know. I think this is one of those things we're gonna have to watch play out because there's so much inconsistencies, and truly in everybody's story, there's so much inconsistencies in the way it's being shot and the way it's being presented to us that I think that time will tell.
But I do
I
think,
think-
Trish,
I think
do
the issue
Trish-
is, I think the issue is with Trish and Ken, there's a third person involved in their relationship
Marques.
because Trish was not honest at the very start, and she wasn't transparent with her man at the very
she was a
start of this
liar?
whole conversation. Trish was not telling the truth. I don't
And what
think
is that,
someone
bitch?
did.
Say it. Say it out loud.
Someone that is not telling the truth. And
Is
but one
what,
thing we-
mama? A liar.
But
They're
one thing that I can
liars.
say is Martell has never lied about his relationship or history with Trish ever. He's the only one that's been truthful from the start.
I know, but I think to Vic's point, because I do understand Vic's point. I actually understand both sides. I know someone like Martell lies so much that just because they haven't lied in one specific situation doesn't mean that they're not lying about a million different things. And we've seen that with him. You know what I mean? We see him play dirty. We see him get nasty. We see him get rude. We see the things that he says to people and the way he says it. We see that when he gets it back, how he reacts. So it's like,
Yeah, because
you know?
I'm really curious to know why is it that Trish is not just so enthusiastic, not even enthusiastic. Why is there no urgency from Trish when it comes to marrying Ken? Where is
Or
the
divorcing.
urgency?
You gotta divorce
Or
the other
to,
one first,
yeah,
mama.
yeah, but where's the urgency when it comes to marrying Ken? And I think it has a lot to do with Marques's answer. And he answered that question in our interview. And look at his answer, everyone looking in. Watch it and look at his answer. It's very interesting.
Yep.
But everyone looking in, make sure that you like this video and let us know what you think about Martell and Trish. What do you believe? We'll see you again next time.